I completely tweaked with that and forgot where I was supposed to be. There's something somewhere that's tweaking me out. It's actually gone now. This isn't making any sense. Yo, Ash coming in here talking about we lit. Yo, what's good, Ash? Ash being like, bro, I appreciate you being like the first one here, being the only one here for right now. I'm not really expecting anybody to come through for it because, like, I mean, I didn't announce this. I mean, I kind of did, but I kind of didn't at the same time. It's like a, if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? I said it to Reno earlier, bro. As you can see, the title of the stream is "What the freak is the sucker talking about?" You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to chill. I'm gonna actually challenge myself a little bit and see if I can make this stream like a no cuss stream. I have a stream in mind that's like, yo, if I cuss, it's an additional 10 minutes to the stream. Like something like what I did last time with the yo, if I laugh, it's an extra 30 minutes to the stream. But what's up, my viewers? But Jack Rizzy, welcome back to another stream night. Except I don't think this is a stream night at all. I'm actually going to. I actually had plans to do a kind of like just chatting kind of stream. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm really just talking. That's why the whole title of the stream is "What is he talking about?" Because I'm talking the whole time, and I'm really just yapping. It's kind of like a live version of me doing the talk videos, and the talk video, I'm gonna make a talk video. It's probably not gonna come out next. I mean, it could come out next, but I definitely have a plan to make a talk video. I might mess around. No. I got too much other stuff to do. As you can see, I've been lacking a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, why we only get one makeup stream? This is a makeup stream. Obviously, it's on a Sunday, which is very odd for me. You never see really anything from me on a Sunday, and that's not even coordinated. That's not even scheduled whatsoever. It just happens to be that Sunday specifically, I am never here. You don't usually get a video. You'll get maybe a shorts post. You know what I mean? But for the most part, it's just like, hey, there's no stream, but there's no streams more than half of the week. So I really can't say like it falls specifically on Sunday because it's a Sunday. No, it just so happens that Sunday is like just not a Jaffa Grizzly day. So I had a bunch of different thoughts. I'm not gonna say plans for anything. I had a bunch of different thoughts for the stream. Or this stream and me just talking. I was kind of just like whatever it was. I knew that I wanted to just talk, which is odd. I actually have to make the goal. I'm gonna make the goal. I don't plan to be here that long, but shoot, whatever. There we go. I don't expect anybody to be here, but like, yeah. Talk about nigga finally, bro. Fuck you. But that is like my instantaneous reaction. I'm not supposed to be cussing, bro. I don't want to be cussing. That's why I put Corey Kenshin up there. Talk about finally, bro. Reno, you are not here on a. I literally said the same thing to the boys, and I was like, you're never here on a regular basis. You're not here on a regular basis. I don't care what you say. You're not here on a regular basis. There have been whole weeks where we don't even get a peep out of you, bro. And just recently there was one full month where we didn't see you at all. But you, I gotta give credit where it's due. You are undefeated for knowing when I'm gone. You talking about what's this got to do with this? That's what I'm getting to. You are undefeated for being on my behind when I am gone. This is the only nigga that I know that is not here on a regular basis at all. And yet it always knows when I'm not here. How are you never here when I'm here, but you always know when I'm not here? And you know what? He talking about that's love, big bro. I was about to say, I'm not shitting on you for it. I'm not dumping on you for it. It is really odd though, because you are probably the first person I've ever known to do that to me. But then again, there's not many other places in life where I say I'm gonna do something and I don't. You feel me? But this guy is always like, yo, if Jack's here, oh yeah, everything cool. You know what I'm saying? But Jack not here, what the fuck? And he's always, he starts tweaking. You know what I'm saying? That guy will press me to my consistency. Like, wow, bro. I guess that is love. I appreciate you, Reno. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take my W where I can get it. You know what I'm saying? Why you talking like I'm a deadbeat though? Bro. To be fair, I talk like all of y'all are deadbeats, bro. Like, all of y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be on that bull. Y'all be on that bull junk, bro. Y'all be slick fake at times. I can't even lie. Y'all be slick fake. You feel me? Like there have been times where y'all MFs would be here religiously. There have been times where y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'll be here like shit. Not 24/7 though. Not 24/7. I understand. Like not everybody can be here 24/7. I always talked about that. I always said that's the hard part about streaming. I always figured like I personally think streaming is harder than being a content creator, like by videos and stuff like that. When I make videos, anybody can click on it anytime they want to. But when I'm streaming, it's like you have that moment to click on it and get the full efficiency, like the peak value out of it. You have this time span, this time gap to click on it. Other than that, the essence is kind of lost. The whole reason for streaming is lost when you don't click on it in that time span. And people be busy. People get lives and stuff like that. I always personally felt streaming was harder than making videos. And that's the reason, because Reno would be like working nights or something like that. He'd just be busy. I don't know. He just like never here. I'm trying to tell you, like he never here. But that's the thing. That's why I stream weekends, because it's like I'm busy throughout the week too. And not just that, it's like I changed up my schedule so that I could stream earlier, or so that I could stream later, or this, you know what I'm saying? So this stuff could happen. You feel me? It's like, dang, man, I remember it was Yomar and them, like they had strict bedtimes and stuff like that. So I'm starting to stream 9-10 o'clock at night. They can't slide through for that. So I pushed it back 2-3 hours, man. I'm starting to stream 7, 7:30, 8:30. I usually would always start my stream, I believe, at 9 o'clock. And that's CST. I'm CST time. So I pushed it back 2 hours so that I can start my stream at like 7. Not only does that help me a little bit better with my timing and things like that, because like I can go to bed earlier, or I got other things I can go and do after stream, like, because if I'm streaming at 11, I'm streaming till like 2 a.m. I don't want to end the stream and go eat a big ass meal right after I'm done streaming at freaking 2 a.m. I go and eat a fat meal, bro. Like that's not the way I want to do things. You know what I mean? So it's like I would much rather end it off earlier. That way, if I'm gonna eat a big meal, at least it's at 11 at night instead of 2 a.m. You feel me? But there's a bunch of different reasons that I swapped it, but I want to say that was the number one influencer, because I wanted y'all to be able to be around and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I started doing my stuff earlier, and now everybody telling me that, oh yeah, I do it too late, or oh yeah, they're working, or they got school or something like that. Now it's like y'all are sus now. Y'all low-key just fake. I'm not trying to hear them excuses, because I literally changed up my schedule for y'all. It's love either way. I don't really mind it. I'm not one to push all of that, you know what I'm saying, being money hungry or view hungry or subscription hungry or anything like that. If you support, you support. If you don't, you don't. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate all of y'all anyway, because even if y'all are not here consistently, I usually do see you at least like once a month. And that's how it is in my server. I want to see you at least once a month. After that, it's free reign. It's totally cool. Just don't forget about your boy. You feel me? That's all it is. Must have been like this since y'all met me, not gonna lie. You talking about your schedule and stuff? Nah, Reno, you used to be around way more. You used to be around way more. You know what I'm saying? It's not odd for you to be like you a weekly occurrence type shit. It's not the most out the way, out the water. Whoa, I would never expect this from Kinshun. I would never expect this from Reno. It's not like that. It's just like, it's a difference. That's probably because I was active in college. Maybe so. Dang, my finger hurt like a mug. My knuckle. Like I hit something or somebody. But maybe. I'm not so sure. It's whatever you got going, or like I understand, like as your circumstances and situation and life living situation changes and stuff like that. When y'all met me, I was in my last year of high school. Oh, okay. So then college came to the picture and started whooping your ass, is what you're saying. I understand that, big bro. Hold on. I forgot I had something to fix too. I think I'm gonna make like by the end of the stream, by the time the stream ends type stuff. I think I wanna set my Christmas tree up. Cause my Christmas tree always goes right here. I gotta make some room for it. Cause my room is so messed up right now that like I used to be able to like slide my chair all the way back. Oh, never mind. I guess I still can. I guess it's not that messed up, but like there's stuff all over the floor, clothes and whatnot. Bro, I come in cause I just got in the house, right? I come in, got my jacket right here on the floor. You know what I'm saying? I come in here, I take my jacket off, I throw it right here on the floor. This right here, just, you know what I'm saying? And then it became a pile because if I switch the fits, it's like it's a new jacket. Boom, every day. New jacket I put on the floor. Boom. Then every now and then I go around, I run around the room. I'm dang, you know what I'm saying? Where's my jacket at? Where's my jacket at? Where's my blue jacket at to match my blue fit? Where's my red jacket at to match my red fit? And then I gotta go through the pile. Dang, where it's at? I'm throwing stuff all over the place looking for it. You know, that's how it goes, bro. That's why I don't go, you know, the HUDs don't come to my crib. I go to their crib. So it's like, I don't really have to worry about my place being in pristine condition like that. Fun fact, I have never brought none of the HUDs to my crib. I don't think I literally have ever a day in my life. I don't know the feeling. I've always went to their crib. Always. And it used to be for like a crazy reason, like a traumatic reason. You know what I'm saying? But like these days, actually, like, I mean, it ain't my crib. So it's not like I could. But anyways, you say, yeah, that's it. Okay. Valid enough, Reno. But just know we recognize that too. You be on my head about differences and how I'm here, and when I'm not, I'm on your head too. He said, gotta go to the HUD's crib. Yeah. I've always went to the HUD's crib. The HUDs have never one time stepped foot in mine. Never once. I can't think of a time that shit happened. I'm checking on some stuff right now. I'm not so sure what would work out. Hold on, let me just see. Nope. I knew that it was gonna happen. Hold up though. Actually, I gotta double check something really quickly. I don't even plan on playing nothing, but I know that this is a problem. So let me just see if I know how to fix it without freaking pre-restarting. It was good, gang. It was good, Harlem. I just left Harlem's crib, fun fact, bro. I got back to the crib fast as hell, didn't I? I ran a couple red lights. Let me just double check. Oh. Wow. It was HDCP, but like now it's not showing up for me. Illegal, bro. I can't stand this shit. Oh, whatever. But yeah, that's what I was saying, bro. My OG just cooked my hair, talking about it look like, or it look bad or whatever the hell going on, bro. When my hair start growing, like if it get long enough, it always does this and start like, I don't know, like freezing, kind of been spiky, like almost like a natural sponge kind of thing. I don't know. I always liked it, but people around me have notoriously not liked it. Literally, I have been like known dang near to like, I don't know, people always cook me for my wig. They will always cook me for my wig. I was never able to really like, I don't even really know. I don't even really know how to say it without sounding like super. I don't even know how to say it, bro. But I've been notoriously like they never agreed with my wig. Even when I would style it, bro, never, bro. I was never valid like that. So I think I want to put my tree up, but like I would like for it to be more in frame, kind of like this. Like I would like for it to be here, but like I kind of wanted to go all the way to the ends of the frame, which would mean that all I got to do is make some little space right here. But like, I don't know, y'all. Y'all remember this dog? Y'all probably don't even remember this dog. This from back in the OG Smash days. But fun fact, I got this for my girlfriend at the time, and now that we're no longer together, I just have this for no reason at all. Yeah, you know. But yeah, this is literally just like a random rant stream. I pretty much was doing just like, oh yeah, a live kind of talk video stream, because I plan on doing a talk video really soon. Hopefully it's a cool, like, bro, I don't be knowing when I make my talk videos and stuff, bro. I don't be knowing. I want it to be a cool like 20 minutes. But what is this dude going yap about that's actually valid for 20 minutes? I got a cool amount of things to yap about, bro. Let me put my tree up first before I even get into any of that. It's not like I can't do two things at the same time or anything, but like, you know how it goes. So I just got a couple of things on the floor right here. You know what I'm saying? I got my comic books here. I got a couple of posters. I got some Kleenexes. Chill out, bro. As much laughing as I do, nose be stuffy. Say W tree for real, bro. I got some Shackalicious XL gummies, bro. Would this be? Yeah, I guess the glare from this light is like kind of bad. I feel like I gotta cover this thing. Anyways, bro, I don't even. These was on the floor under my desk, so are these even still good? Best Buy 09-2025. I don't know if I should be eating these, but I'm low key gonna. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna eat them. He said they old. It say Best Buy. You know what I'm saying? It didn't say Eat Buy. So it's like, Shaq is still good, bro. The biggest kid in the candy store. Type beat, Shaq. Type beat, bro. Okay. Yep, throwing more stuff around. Bro, I had big plans for this. Oh boy. A lot of the stuff that I put over here is stuff that I realize I can't. I buy it and I realize I can't do anything with it at the moment. So then I end up kind of just pushing it over there. I'm like, okay, I put this down right here. I'll do something with it later. And then later never comes. And then later never comes. Oh shoot, Harley. Remember you told me that my freaking gloves I left in the other room? I still didn't get them, bro. You think they there? You think they're still there? Or they got bone ganged? Bro, speaking of that, man, somebody said something about bone gang the other day. It was Zesha in the server. That dude, they gonna put up a freaking old man dusting off his butt. I'm looking like, dang, bro. How old is gold? So, here we go right here. This is the street chat. It comes in this big bag. I don't know if you remember, but Santa had this big bag. And I also know that I lost the doggone, bruh. It was any still salty over the fact that he left me. Bruh! I'm not gonna lie to you, Ash. I actually really enjoyed that freaking, like, that stream. For the little bit that I was there, when y'all was playing Fortnite, I was there and I was like, wow, this is actually really cool. It almost made me jealous. Like, I remember back in the day when I was able to play with my shorty, play with the Hus, get up on Fortnite, get up on Apex. Dang, about to make me call her, like, y'all up on here flirting and vibing and all this, that, and the third. I'm like, okay, I see y'all. I ain't hating at all. Not one bit, actually. I was loving that. Can I raise my leg high enough to get over all that? Yeah. Talk about which one. What you talking about, which one? Talking about Fortnite, of course. I don't care about none of that other stuff. I don't know what y'all was playing. What was y'all playing? What was y'all doing? I don't know. This is the base here. Let's go right there. There's a cord. Yeah, I usually leave the tree kind of like pre-assembled in a way because I want this to be as easy as possible. And I got a mini tree anyway. Dang, yeah, see, look, that's too far over. It's like I need to kind of turn my cam. Yeah, something more like that. Because then y'all be able to see it. You know? I don't put a whole lot of ornaments on my tree or nothing. I just like the lights. Y'all know me, I just like my lights. I don't even, how disrespectful of me. I don't even got my dang on presents on. There you go. I put the star. Here you go. She said, he was talking about the HUDs and playing the game, and I'm saying which one? Fortnite. Y'all was on Fortnite. Oh, she talking about which one of my HUDs is crazy. The one I care about. The ones I care about. Let me not say that. I care about all my people, all my HUDs, all my everybody. But it was one in particular that I always played the game with. But she weird now. She weird now. Usually the HUDs get weird when they get a little mans or whatever, because it's like, I mean, if they the HUDs, they not like exactly friends. We ain't just friends, you know what I'm saying? So obviously that's not allowed in relationships, and usually people be kind of like insecure or whatever anyway. So that, like, it really just reinforces all the bad thoughts that everybody thinks about on the regular anyway. But like this wasn't even, this particular shorty I'm talking about didn't even get no mans. She just got weird. She just got weird. And I ain't even gonna describe it too much. It's just that, like, we you know what I'm saying, we don't see eye to eye. We don't click. We don't click no more. Once upon a time, all we did was click. Now we don't click no more. That shit kinda hurt my heart. But you know, it is what it is. I'll be like, alright. Well, I still fall with you or whatever. You be safe now. And I check on her like twice a year. She don't ever check on me. It is what it is. Feel me? I'm trying to get this star together right now. Hold on. It's really not cooperative at all, if I'm being honest. It's kind of annoying, actually. I'm finna close up the leaves in now. Alright, bro. Like, what is happening? She said she ain't a part of no roster no more. Nah, I'm gonna say nah. I'm gonna say nah. She ain't part of the roster no more. And it's so crazy because you know something? You know something, twin? She started the roster. She's the whole reason it started in the first place. She was the number one. She was the number one starter of all of this, man. She just popped out of nowhere. We was in the VC one day, and then she literally changed her name in the VC to Jackal's wife. I promise you, it was so random. I did not do that. I didn't tell her to do that whatsoever. She just got up out of nowhere and she was like, "Yeah, I'm your wife now." I was like, "Okay, I guess." You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. Like, I like the label. You can sure. I'll claim you. Whatever goes down. And then we got closer through there. Next thing you know what I'm saying? That's you on the phone and stuff like that. Things was cool. But I knew it wasn't like that. I might have kind of sort of wanted it to be like that a little bit, but I knew it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, "Hey, hands, why you doing? Hey, beautiful. I've been alright, I guess, kind of away or whatever. How you be? How you been? It's nice to see you. You supposed to be asleep because you always talking about how you can't be here because you supposed to be asleep, and I'm always streaming while you supposed to be asleep or something like that. But you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna complain. It's nice to see you regardless. How you be? Damn, now I know who you talking about. Right. And she ain't been on the roster in some time though. You know what I mean? She been away for quite some time though. I don't bug nobody. When they do that, when they take their time away, take their time off, do whatever they doing, I say, okay, I'll leave you alone. Clearly, you know what I'm saying? You might not want to be here no more. Whatever the case may be, you can come and talk to me. But they don't always want to talk to you, boy. And I say I ain't gonna force nobody to do nothing. You should know that you can come to me because you know who I am. You already know who I am. But some people get blinded or whatever, and then they wanna pretend and act like they don't know who I am. And it's like, oh yeah, you got something going on. You might have a little boo, or some type of stupid misunderstanding could have happened, and that causes you to sit up here and act like you don't know. When the whole time I know you know, cause I know you. I don't know, man. It be making me salty though, cause I don't know. I guess that's my problem with like getting attached or whatever, cause I be thinking people are more locked in, you know what I mean? Like they more in tune. People do not be locked in. People do not be built like that. Like at all. I am honestly super confused with how this works. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm really not gonna lie to y'all. Cause it's like, it's 2 cords, but only 1 plug. So you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna plug this thing up. And I'm gonna sit on question mark mode for a little second. But at least if I plug it up, I'll be able to see how I'm too thick to get past my doggone, like now I can't navigate through my room. Now I gotta come over here and almost die and move this fan because too doggone cold, man. Come here. Come over here. Oh, what the flip flop? What is this plug up for? Put this out of here. I'm gonna plug this on. Okay, now I understand it now. You know what I'm saying? So let me just tilt this a little bit downward so y'all can see. Because I'm about to sit on my ground. Or the floor. Inside the house, it is a floor. Twin ain't beating the guy. And you know what's crazy? You ain't either. And if you twin and you twin and you got that going for you, I guess it's going for me too. You know what? I'll accept it when you do. I'll accept it when you do. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'll accept it. Not even when you hold on. What the hell? I'll accept it when you accept the pretty allegation. How about that? Okay, see, this ain't making no sense. I got one plug. How I got one plug? You see? If I got one plug, how the hell is the tree supposed to work? How the hell that make any sense? I've been accepting it recently. I know. That's why I had to change up what I said. The pretty allegations. Because I think people been calling you pretty. I've been calling you pretty since you joined the server. And you always say no. You always say that's not true. You always say, nah, I'm chopped. You always say, nah, I'm mid. Zenshin, I'm sure Zenshin call you beautiful all day. Why I look like I'm sagging? Oh. Anyways. I'm sure Zenshin call you beautiful all day. And you probably rejected all damn day. Because you were born. There you go. There's a plug that connects the top to the bottom, and it's in the middle. How do I forget this? Like, I set the same tree up every year and somehow forget. There we go. Now it's working. Oh man, it's the little things. They really do be the little things. She said, "It's just my own opinion." Your own opinion. Okay, so explain that shit to me. Explain that shit to me. She said, if I gotta accept being pretty, you gotta accept not being chopped either, cause we twins, right? Okay. Okay. I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll accept not being chopped if you accept not being chopped. No, but I'm look, I ain't chopped, but I ain't gonna say I'm pretty. You gotta say you pretty though. You gotta say you pretty though. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's a single person in the server. I ain't trying to glaze now. Let me not even say that, cause then I'm gonna be glazing. You're not the right person to glaze. So let me put my camera back up and show y'all. Cause this, it got a freaking alien thing here. Right? And so I have to take all these twinkly bits and put them in the star. So I'm gonna take this thing right here, scratch my finger because ow, and I'm gonna connect it like that. Go ahead and glaze me. Hell no. I done glazed you enough for it to be returned. You ain't glazed me. The fuck? All you said is that we equal. If I'm not chopped, you not chopped. That's all you said. Then you said I gotta get us Mexicans. But hold on. Yep, because this. Ah, fuck! I did it wrong, bro. Take that off. This part has the little pieces in there. Yes, you have. I don't remember that. But all I was gonna say was, I don't think anybody in the server will call you chopped. I know Lust gave you some compliments. As much as Lust be on your ass, Lust didn't always used to be on your ass, I don't think. Because I remember back in the day, him being kind of salty that you ain't let him see what he wanted to see. But I ain't gonna speak too much on that. Because we all been out. even when we shouldn't have been. That shit wasn't even justified. That shit wasn't even valid. But it happened. No. Oh no. I was about to fucking cry. I thought one of the wiggly bits was over with. So, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not willing to really go through all that. Like, especially not right now. So what I'm gonna do is, I got the bottom ones connected. I got the left one connected. The top one's kinda there. The right one is not there. I'm sorry, bro. A ghetto Christmas carol type shit. Okay, so that's the star on the top. It do look nice. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna fluff out these branches a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just to give them a little bit of a little bit of yo. A little bit of a little bit of yo. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I got a couple ornaments that I'm gonna put on here, but not. Ow! I just like pricked my finger, bro. I got a couple ornaments that I want to put on here. Well, I'm not doing that right now. You know, I like this tree because like it's so simple to put up. But despite all the struggling I just did, it's really simple to put up. And then it's like it got lights on it. It like built-in lights. You know what I'm saying? I really don't got to do much more than what I just did. Hold up. Damn, Chad, I'm hungry. These Shakalicious gummies looking a little too nice. You dig? You dig? You feel me? Bro, I'll be dealing with so much stupid little background shit. Like, it really just gets to a point, and I'll tell everybody this, it gets to a point where I don't want to look at my phone. You know what I'm saying? It gets to a point where I don't want to look at my phone, bro. Like, I'm finna buy an iPhone so that I could put everybody on fucking D&D, except like a couple of people, like a handful of people. Like, right, just put your phone on D&D. I do put my phone on D&D. Like, my phone's on D&D fucking 85% of the time. You know what I'm saying? I really don't be on my phone like that. But like, especially with my like relationships and shit, a lot of my relations, like, I'm not even just talking about my romances, just like my relationships, my connections, my friends and shit like that, they online. So when I'm not on my phone, I'm really ignoring all my social life. It's pretty like it's online. You know what I'm saying? I'm ignoring all that. You feel me? I'm not saying I shouldn't have said it like that. Like the only friends I have are online friends. That's not true. But I'm saying that I have a lot of online friends. So me not being connected to my phone, or not being like, if I'm hanging so much with friends IRL, it gets to a point where I'm not talking to my friends over the phone, and they might feel abandoned or whatever the case may be. Usually I'm really good at it, because I tell them like I'm not going to be here, like really no way. Or like I tell them before I fucking like I don't really tell nobody shit, I can't lie. But like I act away. Like for example, like on Discord, I'll just put myself on D&D. If I'm on D&D, that just means I'm not here. Like, I'm here, but I'm really not. You feel me? But then it's like, well, that's not really effective though, because so many people like put themselves on D&D just because they fucking can, that it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Like, people still would disturb you. You got a fat ass do not disturb sign right here on my chest shining. It really don't matter because people will wear do not disturb shirts and would like to be disturbed the whole fucking time. You know what I'm saying? I'm tweaking. I used to be at D&D and phone on vibrate demon. If it's fucking D&D warriors, you know what I'm saying? I be trying not to do that shit like on purpose and stuff. Like, if I'm on D&D a whole lot, it's genuinely because I do not want to be disturbed a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll fuck around and be on D&D a whole week. And I genuinely do not be wanting to be disturbed like a whole week or something like that. But it's kind of hard for like, it's hard for people to see that. I don't know. People don't be caring. But they're like, then it get to a point where it's like, I'm not even, like, I'm ignoring you. Like, I'm not ignoring nobody specifically, shit. I'm ignoring my phone for real. But then it gets to a moment where it gets to moments and points where it's like just now. It's like, I don't be wanting, I look at my phone, I look at some bullshit, or somebody says something stupid, usually in the damn server. Somebody say something stupid. I'm just like, bro, why did I even pick up my phone? You know what I'm saying? Because now, like, I got anger issues, so I gotta try times two. People really tend to underestimate that shit, and it's starting to annoy me, bro. Like, I'm not saying that shit lightly. You feel me? Damn, I done jumped below the camera again. I'm gonna stand up again soon. It's like, I'm not saying that shit to be funny. I'm not saying that shit because, oh my God, I want you to feel sympathy for me, or I want you to tread lightly around me, or say, or I want you to know who you speaking to. You speaking to the king, or something like that. I mean, you is speaking to the king, but like, I'm not saying that because that's the reaction I want. I'm saying that to like, let you know. Like, it's a warning type shit. Like, hey, this is a low-key big flaw that I have. You know what I'm saying? Like, knowing is half the battle. So again, I'm not like looking for sympathy or nothing. I just see it as a warning sign. I could see how people will be thinking like, yeah, I'm not gonna treat you no differently because of that. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I don't really know what I expect out of people, but I know that I want for people to be knowledgeable of that. Like, I want you to know. I want you to know, hey, this is something I struggle with. It wouldn't be an issue if I didn't struggle with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's my own internal battle to fight. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. It's just like, it causes a lot of problems. And it makes me feel a way, because it makes me feel like I can't have friends to a degree. It makes me feel like I can't have people around me to a degree. And that'd be kind of like, it would make me salty. It's like, dang, bro. Was I really meant to be a loser? Sure. But that's enough about that. What else talking about? Man, this fat ass. I said this was gonna be a stream. I didn't cuss a whole lot, but the no cut stream. Look, I'm gonna be doing that when it's the 10 extra minute stream. But this fat old freaking opening in this tree, I low key hate it, but at the same time, I low key don't care. I just like that it's a tree. If I'm being real, I just like the tree. They should at least just have an understanding. Yeah, I know. I'll be wanting them to have an understanding, but and I promise you, people be swearing they do. They swear they know. They swear they understand, but then their actions just prove otherwise. And that should be hurting me, because as soon as you tell me, like, you understand, or as soon as you tell me, like, you get it, I'm going to, like, trust you to that degree. Like, oh yeah, they get it. Like, I don't have to, like, put a force field on, or I could trust them. I could say what I want because they get it. They understand. And then when they don't get it, they don't understand, they be acting different. Like, it feel like I get betrayed. Like, it's betrayal in that sense. It's like, dang, I thought you got it. I thought you understood, bro. What you sitting up here acting different for? It's okay. I'm gonna be making a stream soon, talking about New Year's resolutions. And it's really for y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to y'all and whatnot. Because my New Year's resolutions, I was just talking to my brother about it the other day. And truthfully speaking, I can't really say I got a New Year's resolution. I'm gonna put this one ornament up. Just because y'all can't even see the damn ornament. Hold on, where would you be able to see it at? Maybe right here. No, you still can't see that. Oh well. Some people just be slow. Man, I guess. But then, like, I don't know. I'm not gonna. I don't want to treat nobody like they just love. That's why it's like, but that's how I end up getting my feelings hurt though, because it's like I put too much energy into it. It's like it would be so much better for me to let my ego speak, and I'll be like, oh yeah, they just slow. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you just slow, you just stupid, whatever. I'll leave it alone. But I don't want that. Like, I don't want to just be like, yeah, they just stupid, and it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, bro, they not just stupid. It's more to it. It's more to it. They don't want to learn. They don't want to understand. They don't care. It's not that they stupid. It's just that they don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't care about the situation. Or maybe it's not that they don't care about the situation. Let me tell you my new realization. My new realization when it comes down to stuff like this, it ain't that they don't care, and it ain't that they don't. It ain't that they stupid. It's just that it hinders them. Like, long story short, without me making it too complicated, they care more about themselves. They care more about themselves. They make it about themselves. It's about them. When shit, like, they'll understand everything up until a certain point. And once we hit that certain point, it's about them. So once it becomes about them, whatever you told them previously, they don't care about that shit no more. Because they fell away. They fell away about what you just said. They fell away about what you just did. So then it's over. They're gonna keep on going in their own way. And if it fuck with the way that they feel, then it's over for you at that point. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's really hard to have that ability in the first place, to be able to, like, put yourself aside and think about the other person. Like, thinking about other people over you is already tough, but like being able to think of them to a degree to where it gets past like your own emotions and shit, like, that shit tough. That shit is really tough. I can't expect everybody to know that. So maybe Ash right. Maybe I should hit that they just slow. Even though that's not the truth, man, that I'll probably live way easier. I'm probably not gonna do that shit, bro. But I probably would live way easier. I feel like my kindness, like me as a person, my personality, my kindness, people be like, my kindness is tested more often than I think. Like, me being a good person is tested more often than I think. Like, I don't always realize the shit, but it happens. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how often y'all feel like God is testing you, or life, or reality, or the universe, or whatever you believe in is testing you. But like, it definitely happens more often than you think. And so like, maybe that's my issue. It's like, this shit is testing me, bro. And I'm missing it. I was thinking to myself in the car on my drive home, like, how important is it for me to keep that trait? Like, you have to defend yourself more often than you think. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you defend who you are, your personality. Say if you a person that's super cleanly, you a neat freak. That's a personality trait. You have to defend that personality trait by saying, or by cleaning up a lot, and by telling people that, by bringing that forth into reality. How often do you feel like you are defending your personality traits? Me being a good person is probably my biggest personality trait, and it's tested more often than I think. Like, these people, when like, let's say they betray me or they do me wrong or whatever the case may be, or they activate my anger issues and things like that, it's probably like, you gotta ask yourself. In this case, I would have to ask myself, like, how important is it that I defend this title of being a good person? Well, first off, you gotta figure out your own definition of what makes you a good person. You know what I mean? But I ain't even gonna get too far into that. It's just like, how often do you feel like you have to defend your own personality traits by reinforcing it? You know what I'm saying? She said, and you don't know when to just let them or the situations go. I agree with you on that. I definitely don't know when to let these situations go, because it's like, these are people. I really feel for the people type shit. So it's like I can't just let it go, because this is somebody else's heart, somebody else's mind, somebody else's thoughts, whatever the hell is going down. So it's like, can I really just brush that off? And that's what I was thinking to myself in the car about. It's like, how important is it to me to be this good person that always thinks about everybody else and goes along with what everybody else is doing or saying? As I grow older, man, it's getting harder to like keep connected with that. Like, I'm starting to give less and less of a fuck. I think I am, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting older, bro. I'm running out of energy. To just hand out for free. I don't think this is the true, like, what the real reason is. I don't think this is really true, like, half of my mind, you feel me? But I'm just thinking out loud here, like, the same way I was when I was in the car. It's like, bro, I ain't got the energy to just be handing out like that, bro. I feel like things will always test us, but we are bound, we're bound to slip up at one point. We're human and make mistakes that we learn from. We're not meant to be perfect or know everything. Very true. Very true. Like, that's how it happens, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, failure is like probably the best teacher for real. Maybe the most frequent teacher. You know what I'm saying? Because success can teach you too. Nah, success don't teach you how failure do. Because there's emotion tied to the failure. Like, deeper emotion, I guess. It depends on the person, like how humble you are, but yeah, like, it's a lesson though. When you fail and shit like that, you learn. So yeah, you are bound to slip up, because that's how you learn. And it's not failure leads you to success, right? It's like a different road, man. So it's a side cut. You're taking the long way to success by going through failure. But I don't know. It's just interesting to me when you like break it down like that. You know what I mean? You sit over here and you like, dang, that was a test. That was, or you ask yourself, maybe you don't know. You ask, dang, was that a test? Did I just fail? Nobody will ever have that answer for you. Nobody will ever be able to tell you if you failed or not. Nobody ever tell you. You know what I'm saying? Especially not in the moment. Especially not in the moment. Like, will you ever know? Yeah, you will. You will, but it probably ain't gonna be as early as you might want. Or as early as you may like. You feel me? It just depends on the person. But that's just something to think about. Like, not everybody thinks about this shit. You feel me? Not everybody gonna sit back and say this. Not everybody gonna sit back and be like, yeah, that was a test. Or yeah, I just failed the test. Or yeah, I just passed the test. Whatever the case may be. I was just thinking to myself in the car while I was on my way back today from being out where I was. And I was saying to myself, like, I don't know how important it is anymore. I really don't. Because it'd be like time and time again that, and I don't mean to turn it into a really big therapy session, but like, it's time and time again that I give, you know what I'm saying? Here go the famous Ash line. You give and give and give with nothing, you won't receive nothing. Nothing received. And it's like, I don't know, it has the potential to corrupt you too, because then like when you do finally receive, it's like, is that enough? Do I feel like I have been rewarded for what I have given? When I receive something, it's like, okay, does that match my output? You know what I'm saying? If I give $10 until it reach 1,000, and then you give me back 200, it's like, bro, your debt is 1,000, and you giving me back 200. Right, exactly. Like, is it enough or is it just the bare minimum? Meanwhile, the secret to that, man, it's like, it's real fucked up, because at the end of the day, that $200 is probably all that person had. It's the bare minimum to you, but that was everything to them. You give out $1,000, and you could take it easier than they can. You could take a hit to your bank account easier than they can. When they give back $200, that hurt their bank account. That was everything to them. Them giving you $200 might feel the same way as you giving them 1,000. It's different per person, but it's like your perception can be fucked and corrupted so much so to the point where you didn't shit on this person and you didn't saw them as giving the bare minimum when they just gave their everything to you. It can be like that sometimes. I have fallen victim, like, I'm guilty of that. You know what I'm saying? Of like looking at people like, dang, you just gave me the bare minimum, bro. That $200 ain't shit compared to the 1,000 I gave. Like, bro, this ain't even a quarter of what you owe me. But that's all they had, type shit. It took a lot for them to give me that money. But I don't know. It's like I said, it's different per person. But I just don't want to fall into corruption like that. I don't want to go too much further into it, but yeah, basically it's just like you give or like no receiving, and then like it gets to a point where you condition yourself to like almost be entitled. You feel me? I would always say something is better than nothing. Most definitely. I try my hardest to be appreciative of shit, bro. But like, I tell everybody all the time, the way you think is not always the way you feel. And I think, like, yeah, like, be appreciative of everything. Gratitude is key. love, the gratitude, and appreciation. But that ain't always how I be feeling, man. I be feeling like I deserve more. And I'm trying to like stop my heart from beating that way. But it's just how it coursed through my veins for real. Sometimes that something isn't as much as I've given, so it seems like bare minimum, or even less than that. Right? I get that. It's like, but that's what I'm saying though. Like, it's different the way people perceive things. You know what I'm saying? Cause you will never know. You messing with somebody that grew up in a household of never give nobody no type of money. Don't give nothing to nobody because you ain't got shit yourself. They being downplayed, making their whole life they came up thinking they wasn't shit because they getting downplayed. You can't give nobody nothing because you ain't got nothing just yourself. You ain't got nothing yourself. How you supposed to help anybody else out? So it could be down to a PTSD thing in that aspect, bro. It's like that motherfucker can't even give me $200 because it hurt their soul. It make them feel like shit. That's a stupid example, but like that's the way it could go. Or like I said, they just don't got that. They don't got the money like that. So they over here giving $200 back to you when they in debt $1,000. All they can spare is $100. But they tried to go above and beyond that for you, giving you $200. And you still look at it like it's the bare minimum. Like, how shitty is that? And that's how it can get sometimes, bro. That's why I'm trying so hard not to be that guy. But I don't know, bro. Like, I spend a lot of time in my head about it. But at the end of the day, I feel like I really just need to focus on like what made me happy and like my good shit, bro. Because I worry too much about other people in this aspect, bro. I worry so much about other people that, you know what I'm saying, I lose myself in a way because it's just like, bro, how do I feel about it? How do I feel about the situation? Okay, then let's just let it be that. There's so many times that I'll be like messing around with other people or trying to be cool for other people or whatever the case may be. And it's just like, will I ever see that same hospitality back? I don't think so. Will I ever see this person go out their way like that for me? I don't think so. And it's not like I don't do this shit. One thing I want to say is I don't do like anything expecting shit back. That's just the way I was raised. But the truth is, it would be nice. It would be nice. Like, I don't expect it, but I look forward to the possibility. I look forward to the thought of you coming back with something. It don't even gotta be money. You could give back in your own way, but let me see some sort of effort. Which comes down to my question that I was asking my sister. And let me ask you, Ash, since you in here, and Zenshin, if you're in here too. I was asking a while, hold on. I would take what I could get and just say it was enough, even if it wasn't. I never get back what I gave, so it made me never expect anything back. Right, but you still would look towards it. You still, like, at the end of the day, you would look towards it because that shit would eat at you whenever you didn't get it. You'll be stacking the tab up. Like, it's invisible, of course, but you will be stacking the tab. Well, here go my question though. Like, do you think that you should love somebody in their love language, or do you feel like you should find somebody with the same love language as you? People don't really get into their love languages until surprisingly deep into a relationship. Do you feel like when you give love, it should be in the form and fashion of the way that the person would like to receive it? Or do you think that you should give love in the way that you like to give it and just find somebody that would like to receive it that way? I personally it could go both ways. It could go both ways. Cause if I'm trying to love on somebody, like, I don't know, let me pull something out the water here. If I'm trying to love on somebody that like to go outside a whole lot, right? Like I go outside. Going outside is cool, you know what I'm saying? I'll go outside to like the, you know what I'm saying, the movies, the park, whatever the case may be. I don't club, party, drink, shit like that a lot. But like I'll go out. That's cool. Let's say that somebody's love language is you like taking them out. My love language, I would much rather just like my quality time and shit like that. And I like doing that shit in more like private, closed off, like one-on-one sections, which would usually mean I like sitting at home. I like to sit at home. We could put on a movie right here at the crib and cuddle up and shit like that, and that'd be cool as fuck. That's my love language. I like that shit. And it's a little bit contradictory to like it's a little bit clashing with the opposite love language of going outside and then staying at home. But let me just put it in its more blatant form. She likes to go outside. That's how she likes to be loved. I like to stay at home. That's how I like to be loved. Let's say it like that. So if I were to love her, should I love her in her love language or mine? You know what I'm saying? I'm showing my love by sitting at home because that's you treat other people how you would like to be treated. I would like to sit at home. But then like it would be like if it was vice versa and it was the same thing, then she would love me by taking me outside. Treat other people how you would like to be treated. She would like to be taken out. That clashes. You know what I'm saying? But it just don't sound right saying that out of my mouth. Like you should love somebody in their love language. That just don't sound right. It feels right. It feels right, and I personally go with that. But it just don't sound right, you know? I think you should be able to love your partner with their love language along with the way that you like to receive it. If you love them in their love language, it shows how you can do what they need and how they like, or how they like to be shown love along with loving them how you would like to be loved. Yeah, like flexing. You know what? I like that. I like that answer. Like, you know what I'm saying? You flexible with it. Like, I could do what you do and, you know what I'm saying, and show you how I like this shit. I like that. I like that answer. It should go both ways. Yeah. I agree with that. I agree with that for sure. Yeah, I was thinking about shit like that. Like, pretty much out throughout the month and stuff. But that's just what I've always tended to do. Yeah, being like a flex and whatnot. For sure. You kind of adapt, like you learn what they like and shit like that, and you do a little bit of what they like and a little bit of what you like or whatever. Or like you adapt to what they tell you that they like, and you do some more of that, whatever the case may be. I feel like it would just be kind of, it's like the reciprocity in it, you know what I'm saying? Like if I show you or tell you my love language, I expect you to come at me with that type of energy. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's a tad little conversation, you know what I'm saying? I could get a little bit deeper into that, but I didn't plan on this stream being very long. I really just wanted to come on here and yap a little bit, and I know it had been like, I didn't have no plan to play the game, but I know it had been a little second, it had been a little bit, because I freaking missed my streams. There's going to be a talk video that's going to come up soon about this shit, and, it's like, well, it ain't really about this, in quotes. It's just like a talk video coming up soon, and I'm gonna be yapping about like the schedule a little bit and shit like that, cause it's like, oh man, this guy missed how many streams, and yet we only get one. We only get one makeup or whatever. Like every now and then I'll be off the map a little bit, you dig? And it's like, I don't know. It's kind of odd the way I'm thinking of it, but it's like, it's basically just me being in the middle of shit. Like, in the middle of thinking away. I don't know. I'll talk about it in my talk video. But I freaking, I never would think about it too much just because it's like I don't be expecting people to be here. But I feel like that's an incorrect way to take the approach of like going into things, especially like things like YouTube. Like, you should do this shit from the source of your heart. Not really so much for what everybody else is demanding or looking for. Like, whether there's 100 people watching me or whether there's 10 people watching me, like, I should pretty much react the same way. I should act the same way and things like that. And not to say that I ever really change up, but just because you never slipped up don't mean you can't. And so it's like I want to stay on the same road because it's like I've always just done my own thing, regardless of whether there's people here or not. But it's just, I would like to keep it that way. You know what I mean? Because of that, I would like to keep it that way. So that's a little bit of what the video is gonna be. That's what I'm always telling Zenson. He needs to do it because he enjoys it without worrying about who's here and not enjoying it is all that matters. Right, exactly. And it's like, if people are there, then great, cool. And if people not, then it just is what it is. I don't know. There's a lot about that too because I personally am enjoying like being a little streamer, being a little content creator, whatever the case may be, and not thinking too hard or thinking too much about it, watching what I say a whole lot. Oh my God, I leaked this. Oh my God, I said this. Oh my goodness, cancel culture that. You know what I mean? I'm actually enjoying it because I low-key am not ready to grow. I'm not ready to grow like super big yet. You feel me? Like, it's just like I hold my tongue a decent bit, but I'm not where I want to be yet. For like the world to see me in a way. But yeah, though, I'm gonna focus on. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Get ready to get on up out of here and whatnot, bro. There's a talk video coming soon. I have been editing lately. I've been editing more, and I have been actually enjoying it. I forgot why I started. Like, every now and then you gotta reconnect with your roots, bro. And I reconnected with my roots and started editing again, and I have really been enjoying it though. Like, enjoying the work. Get a job that you actually really enjoy and like it, because then it don't feel like work. I know it's work. I know it still counts as work. It still counts as a job, side hustle, whatever you want to say. But at the end of the day, I just like making my content and making my videos, making myself laugh. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing you consistent with the video. See, thank you for the acknowledgement. I appreciate that. I know I've been trying to. I kind of hate that the bot like notifies people even when I make shorts. But I'm trying to get more consistent in making the shorts more specific. I've always been wanting to get more consistent in the videos, and I've always been halfway decent on my streaming. Well, no, I've always been pristine on my streaming. Only as of the past couple, the past couple months, I've been slacking. But the whole, 2 years that I've been streaming, I low-key ain't missed days. I did not miss days for real. It's only as of recently that I started to slip. So I'm not going to count that for real, because that don't count on the overall ratio. My KD still clean for real. But you still be making up the streams though? Not for real, bro. Like, you don't see me stream no other day than Saturday and Sunday, bro. Yeah, but like much. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you see it that way. I guess I be beating myself up a little bit. You know what I mean? But I want to focus more on making the shorts. I feel like people like they pay a lot of attention to that. People like the fucking shorts, and I like making clips out of myself anyway. But yeah, I got some more videos coming hopefully throughout next week. I'm trying to mix it with my own schedule and stuff like that and how I be busy and whatnot. But yeah, I'm gonna get on up out of here for right now. I appreciate y'all for listening and stuff like that. Y'all been, you know what I'm saying? I like that the server has still been decently active even without me there, because this weekend, as you can see, I did not stream. This weekend was a little active for me. But yeah, appreciate you with the kind words, Ash. Appreciate your presence, Session, Rena, Harley, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be here next week, I think. Next week ain't Christmas, is it? Nah, next week not Christmas. I think Christmas falls on like a Thursday, a Wednesday, or Thursday of this year. But either way, I'm always making my attempts and stuff like that. Look out for the community posts. And definitely catch up with all y'all videos, bro. Appreciate you a whole lot, Ash. Make sure y'all get some good rest and show up next week. You feel me? Alright, everybody. Peace out. Be looking for the videos, cause they coming, baby.